Hey Scotties! So the other day I went to visit Seattle Art Museum for the first time in 2 years. I hadn't been there since before COVID, and it was so wonderful to see art in person again. And guess what? The Seattle Art Museum is celebrating water too. Right now they have an exhibit called Our Blue Planet. And this exhibit is exploring the beauty and the magic and the wonder of water and how we as humans relate to it. This exhibit was huge. There was so much artwork. I didn't have time to look at all of it. There were 74 different artists from across 17 different countries and 7 native tribes, spanning 14 centuries of art history. That's hundreds of years. So let's take a look at some of my favorite pieces from the exhibit, and hopefully you'll get excited to celebrate water at Seattle Art Museum and check out this exhibit for yourself. Scotties, there were so many cute critters and awesome creatures in the Our Blue Planet exhibit. A lot of the artwork is celebrating the beauty and importance of marine wildlife and animals, like this huge hanging hammerhead sculpture by the Arab Arts Collective. This sculpture was so amazing, and it sort of hung and it kind of swings, and it's actually really cool because it's made out of ghost net, which is fishy nets that have been left behind in the ocean. So this arts collective, this group of artists, gathered up all of these old fishing nets and turned them into this amazing hammerhead shark. I almost love these spooky shadows more than the sculpture itself. The whole thing together looks so cool in person. There was also this cute little critter, this little polar bear friend, another awesome sculpture. So many beautiful animals to check out at this exhibit. Let's see what else there is. A lot of the artwork at the Our Blue Planet exhibit explores the sort of impressions and images of how water looks and feels to us, like this portrait of a river made by Carolina Quesado. It's actually a photograph printed on cotton silk, and it hangs above you as you enter the exhibit. It was so cool, it gave me chills. There's also this giant metal portrait of waves. You can kind of see that wavy texture that the artist created. And here is some embroidered maps of different hurricanes that were stitched by the artist Francis Gallardo. So awesome. Let's see what else there was. Ah, yes, there was this super cool light sculpture by Claude Zervis. And it was supposed to look like the flowing waters of the Nooksack River. I think it was pretty cool, as you can see in this photo. Okay, the thing that I was most excited to tell you about, I think, is this next piece. You're not gonna believe it. This exhibit at SAM right now, there is an actual Hiroshige print. That's right, one of our art tables in the art studio, Utagawa Hiroshige. This is one of his prints. And you might be thinking, but Miss Amanda, I've seen that print a million times. We have it hanging up in the art studio. Those are just posters. Those are just Google images. This right here, this thing that's at SAM right now, is an actual real print that the real Hiroshige made with his hands over 160 years ago. You can go see it in person at SAM. So beautiful, showing these whirlpools of water. Some of the artwork at the exhibit explores the stories and beliefs that different cultures have about water, like this bright, beautiful painting by the Aboriginal artist Neilper Spider Snell. It shows Kurtal, a black snake spirit who lives in the sacred water hole called Jila. And this snake is a protector of an important source of desert water. I just think the colors are so beautiful. It was a great chance to see some amazing Aboriginal art. Okay, I think my favorite piece, it's hard to choose, but I think my favorite piece in this exhibit is this mixed media painting by the Indian artist Rakib Shah. It celebrates the vivid beauty and magic of ocean life and all of its creatures. Look at the bright colors. This thing sparkles and shines. He even creates fantastic animals and monsters that are just so much fun. check out this guy. I mean, look at this little friend, this little seal. He is too cute. You gotta check it out in person. My other really favorite artwork was this short movie called The Arrival of the Boat People by Tuan Andrew Nguyen. And it tells the story of 5 kids who sail the ocean, discovering worlds that used to be, and encountering a goddess. I really love the helmets and the necklaces they wear in the movie. They're almost like works of art themselves, and they're made out of litter and junk that the kids found in the ocean. Now, Scotties, a lot of the artwork in Our Blue Planet is about people and our relationship with the water, how we depend on it, how it's such an important part of our lives every day, even if we don't really notice, and the fun and the joy it brings to our lives, like in this vibrant painting by the artist Derek Adams. It shows a woman sitting on a floaty, and it reminds me of all of the fun and joy I get when I am in the water. Now, a lot of the paintings and a lot of the artwork in the exhibit are about the positive sides of our relationship with water and what humans and water do together. But some of the artwork is also about the not so great part of our relationship with water, like human waste and pollution and litter. You can see that in this painting by John Fyodorov that shows pollution running into a stream, sort of polluting a water source. He's showing us the stuff we need to pay attention to and try to fix. Now, don't worry, Scotties, because even though some of the pieces in this exhibit are about the mistakes humans have made with water and some of the challenges we face to take care of water and our planet, there's also a lot of artwork that offers advice, a place to start solving these problems and making things better for water. Like this artwork by Ginger R. Burrell. It's a bunch of little globes and books that have instructions to help you save the planet. There's lots of different instructions. Here are just a couple of my favorites. I think the best piece of advice I read in this work of art was on a page called Earth Piece. It says, find a nice photograph of the Earth on the internet. Print it out and frame it. Put it on your wall to remind you that there are no edges, walls, or doors. I love that advice. It reminds me that when it comes to water and our planet, there's no edges, there's no borders, there's no countries, there's just us and our world and the impact we have on each other and on nature and on water and how we can be water protectors. Wow, Scotties, once again, we see how art can be a huge tool to help us speak up about the issues we care about, like preserving water and taking care of our planet. This is just a taste of some of the artwork at the Our Blue Planet exhibit and what it has to say about water. There's so much more to explore, and I hope you do. I hope you will head to Seattle Art Museum sometime in the next couple months and celebrate water at the Blue Planet exhibit. Maybe I'll see you there.